Claudia Cardinale, the legendary Italian actress who defined an era of European cinema, has always been remembered as more than just a star. She was a symbol of elegance, strength, and undeniable talent, a woman who carried herself with grace both on and off the screen. But now, as reports reveal the staggering fortune she left behind, fans and family are stunned by just how much she accomplished beyond her acting career. To look inside Claudia's life and the wealth she built is to understand a woman who never let the glitz of Hollywood control her, but who instead used her talent, intelligence, and resilience to create a legacy that will never fade. Born in Tunis and raised in Italy, Claudia Cardinale's rise to fame was nothing short of extraordinary. She became a central figure in some of cinema's most important films, starring in classics like The Leopard, Once Upon a Time in the West, and Federico Fellini's masterpiece 8, 1 and 2. On screen, she radiated a magnetic charm that could silence a room. Directors and audiences alike were captivated not just by her beauty but by her powerful performances, which often balanced vulnerability with unshakable strength. These roles cemented her place in film history, but they were only part of the story. Behind the curtain, Claudia was quietly building a fortune that would surprise the world decades later. Her wealth was not simply the result of big Hollywood paychecks, though those certainly played a role. Claudia was far ahead of her time in understanding the importance of financial independence. She invested wisely in properties across Europe, particularly in Rome and Paris, and made sure that her contracts allowed her to reap the rewards of her success. Unlike many stars of her era who were taken advantage of by agents and producers, Claudia was fiercely protective of her career and her earnings. That determination paid off, leaving behind a financial empire that many never imagined she possessed. Looking inside this staggering fortune, however, reveals more than numbers on a balance sheet. Each part of her estate reflects her values, her struggles, and her triumphs. For her family, the inheritance is not just about wealth. It is a testament to the sacrifices she made and the battles she fought to remain independent in an industry that often tried to control women's futures. Claudia never allowed herself to be silenced or sidelined, and her fortune is proof of the power she held over her own destiny. Yet her life was not without heartbreak. Fame came with its own burdens: constant media scrutiny, personal sacrifices, and the challenge of balancing her private life with her public career. For all her glamour, Claudia was also a woman who endured loneliness, heartbreak, and the pressures of being an international icon. The tragedy is that the world often saw only the star, not the woman behind the spotlight. Her staggering fortune, then, is also symbolic. It shows that she succeeded on her own terms, but at a cost that outsiders may never fully understand. For her admirers, the revelation of her immense fortune only deepens their respect. Claudia Cardinale's story was never just about fame or wealth. It was about resilience, intelligence, and unwavering independence. She proved that women in film could demand their worth, protect their futures, and build legacies that endure long after the cameras stop rolling. To look inside what she left behind is to see a life that was lived with courage and vision. And while the fortune she leaves will continue to support her family, her true wealth lies in the unforgettable mark she made on cinema and the inspiration she continues to give to generations of dreamers.